Welcome to our 2019 National Signing Day. My name is Serena Arango, and I'm one of the commissioners of athletics in ASB. To start this off, we'd like to welcome Principal Mick Wager.
Thank you and good morning. It is still morning. Hey, I don't want to take a lot of time, but I just want to tell you how proud we are of a school, of all of you, of all our athletes, student athletes who have worked so incredibly hard, the commitment that you've had in order to not just excel athletically and in your chosen sport or sports, but also excelled academically and kept those studies up when you've had those late practices and early morning workouts and weekend club activities. All those things you do are just incredible, and the amount of dedication, perseverance, and time you have put into what you do is just nothing short of phenomenal. So you should congratulate yourselves. Why don't you congratulate yourselves now? You guys just give yourselves a hand. Everyone give them a hand. Really amazing. I want to thank our Renaissance group here that has put this on, along with our athletics program. So thank you, Renaissance, for doing this. And finally, students, I want you to remember that you could not have gotten here without all of the help of our parents. Thank you, parents and families, for being here today as well. But remember to be grateful for all of those people, your coaches, your assistant coaches, the volunteers, the boosters, and particularly your parents and family who've really sacrificed to help push you forward and get you where you are today. No one can do anything all by themselves. You've done an awful lot of work, but so have a lot of people behind you and holding you up and pushing you forward. We expect only great things from you. We look forward to seeing what you do, and congratulations to you. Let's have a great event and a great rest of your day, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Wager. Now let's welcome out our athletic director, Mr. Galloway.
Thank you for being here. It's great to look around the room and see this place is packed out with students, family members, loved ones. For me, being new on campus, this is a special occasion to get to celebrate these student athletes. I'd be remiss, because I'll be talking about being thankful to those who came before you. I'd be remiss if I didn't take a minute to thank the people who made this event happen. If you look in the folder there, Renaissance came up big for this event. Mrs. Lane, our ASB athletic commissioners, BBC. If you look around the room, all the cameras are run by our students here. So we have a class led by Mr. Maurice and Mr. Sipe, who've done a phenomenal job of empowering our students with real-world skills. So if you'd have been in here about 30 minutes before, they were telling me where to stand and what to do to make sure I didn't mess this thing up. So thank you for that. So what I was going to talk about was being thankful. I had a special moment yesterday with my son. My oldest son is 6, and he's going to be playing t-ball. So I did what any parent does. We went down to the sporting goods store, got cleats, bought a glove, looking at pants and all of these things, and something dawned on me while I was doing it, something that I'd been kind of thinking through a little bit. I remember playing sports, but I don't remember all the work it took to get me out on that field. I remember going to other states to play games, but I never booked a flight. I never booked a hotel. I didn't get my parents off work early to make sure I made it to practice on time. There were people behind the scenes putting in countless hours of work to make sure that I could get out on that field and have the time of my life doing it. So I'd been thinking about this a lot, and I had an opportunity where I worked with a coach who's from Texas. And if anybody knows anybody here from Texas, my dad was from Texas, they have these wise sayings where a million words can be condensed into about 3, right? Right, it's these simple sayings. And the coach was addressing his team at the end of a game, and he said, hey, I want you guys to remember, always be thankful, because at the end of the day, we're all just turtles sitting on top of a fence post. All the kids, we got it, coach. Yeah, we got it. And I looked around like, what does that even mean, right? So I caught the coach later on, and I asked him, I said, you made that comment about a turtle on a fence post, and I have no idea what that means. He looked at me and he said, if you ever see a turtle on a fence post, you may not know how it got there or the journey that it took, but you know it didn't get up there by itself. And I thought, I'm like, it's a good one. It's a good one. I'm going to use that one day. And that's what I think about all the time when I think about the position that I hold and I think about the places that our student athletes are. They're up on this stage right now because of the work that people in this very room have done, the sacrifices that you all have made. I mean, at the end of the day, you wear many hats. Your mom, dad, aunt, uncle, neighbor, friend. You're also practice partner, batting practice thrower. You're Uber driver on the weekends with those tournaments, right? You're the person who's writing the checks. You're doing all these things. You're playing part-time psychologist, helping them diagnose what's wrong with their swing or their shot. All of these things have gone into play to get to this moment right here. So student athletes, I want you guys to take a minute, and I want you to thank these people here who dedicated hours of their lives to get you on this stage. Yeah, good luck standing up. Thank you.
And now for a special message from Mr. Candell.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here. It is a special day for 34 student athletes. 34 student athletes that dreamt about being on the stage, about the opportunity to take their athletic skills to the next level along with getting their education. And it is a dream come true for 34 of our student athletes. It is an exciting day. I'm sent here to send a message that this is not the end for these student athletes. And they have to have kind of a tone, an attitude that this is only the ending of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter in their life and in their history of their athletics. The reason why college athletics is brutal. For these student athletes, what they're going to face in the next couple years is going to be even harder than what they've experienced to get here. 50% of college student athletes as freshmen come in, and 50% leave without playing ever or ever stepping on the field, a court, or anything. It is a nutrition rate of 50%. If odds say against us right here that out of the 34, 17 will actually see the field and compete for their college, and 17 won't make it. Vista Murrieta wants to be, and we've had a tradition of changing those odds. We have been very successful at the college level where our kids play. So as student athletes, as you're up here, understand that this is just the beginning of a new chapter, that you have to work even harder. You have to dedicate even more, because what you did in high school is not going to be good enough for college. You are going to have to step up the game in terms of your commitment, your dedication to your sport, and your dedication to your team. So we want you to be the changers of those percentages. After this class goes through, can we change that percentage up to 60%, get the job done, and 40% don't make it? We want to be the percentage changers. So today, as you celebrate today and the ending of one thing, encourage your student athlete that this is the beginning of an exciting 4 years of college athletics and education to be the very best you can possibly be and make Vista Murrieta proud. Again, once a Bronco, always a Bronco. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
And now for the announcement of signees by Miss Lane and Mr. Galloway.
Okay, we'll be starting off our signees with women's soccer. Maddie Benyon, Southern Illinois University, Carbondale.
Gracie Bowers, CSU, Bakersfield.
Kaylee Covert, CSU Bakersfield.
Chelsea Duran, CSU Bakersfield.
Jaden Allen, University of the Pacific.
Amanda Miketree, Long Beach State.
Maddie Milby, Cal Baptist University.
Kylie Sandow, Montana State University at Billings.
Cami Vasquez, Grambling State University.
Next up, we have men's lacrosse with Aaron Cordero, Quincy University.
Next we have football. Ricky Johnson, Dixie State.
Next, we have Miles Martin, Fresno State.
TJ Session, Montana State University.
Our next sport is swimming with Rochelle Freeman, Colorado State University at Pueblo.
Next we have softball, Breeza Blanco, UC Riverside.
Alicia Denby, Fresno State.
Michaela Jordan, San Diego State University.
Now on to baseball. We have Caden Matheny, University of Washington.
Stephen Riddle, University of Nevada at Reno.
Nicholas Sims, Utah Valley University.
Anthony Tulamero, University of Kansas.
Next, we have our Fab 3 with the women's gymnastics. Erin Elkabachi, Boise State.
Ruby Hernandez, Southern Utah University.
Jillian Hoffman, University of Utah.
Next up, we have women's volleyball. Mary Ellen Brown, Eastern Kentucky University.
Jade Harris, University of Portland.
Paige Johnstone, Cal Baptist University.
Marley Nunley, CSU San Bernardino.
Tiffany Peterson Henry, Yale University.
Next, we have men's volleyball with Riley Simmons, University of Jamestown.
Next is women's cross country and track. Peyton Candell, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Paige Haynes, Cal Baptist University.
Gabby Hubarth, Cal State University, San Marcos.
Paige Seigel, CSU Monterey Bay.
Ariel Van Riper, CSU East Bay. Let's have one more round of applause for our 2019 National Letter of Intent signees. Okay, at this time, I would like to have our signees, pens ready. Okay, signees, you will sign your name over and over again until your families are done taking pictures. I will stay all day if I need to. Principal Wager's cool with it. All right, go ahead. Families, go ahead and get as many pictures as you can. Okay. Because I'm hoping that, yeah, because I'm thinking here if they're going to be snapping pictures.
Oh, they're going to get.
They're grouped up. Yeah. As we're hoping that would work.
You don't have to. It looks like it's perfect. Never mind. That's good.
Also, we want to just make a note. Obviously, we're here doing this camera stuff, but to let them know that we're going to have the streams available on YouTube and Facebook later today.
Oh, yeah. Families, one more thing of note. As I mentioned earlier, we have some students here who are filming. This event's being live streamed right now on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll have a link later on today for you to download this video. All good. Got some going. Okay. At this time I want to take one more opportunity to thank you all for coming out today for signing day. We have refreshments in the lobby, and if you notice, there's a backdrop set up out there. If you want to take some family pictures in front of that on the way out, you are more than welcome to do so. Thank you for being here.